All right, so work with a partner. This is for week 2 Monday. Select 7 of the following statements. We don't have to do all, right? There seems to be 6 on the left side, 6 on the right side. We just need to do 7, right? And we need to justify it, but it's always true, sometimes true, or never true, right? So which one would you like to pick? You think you might. Okay, so A and B are both positive numbers, right? So let's say if A is, let's positive what? Pick a number. Okay, and B equals positive what? Pick a number. 4. Then it says A plus B in parentheses is a positive number. A plus B, which is 2 plus 4 equals 6, right? Is that always going to be true? Yeah, I think so. Like if you said if A was, let's say, positive 18, right? Because sometimes it might be helpful to pick up different, right? And B is positive 1. Then 18 plus 1 is going to be 19. And it's always positive, right? So then your answers that you can have for this is going to be always true, sometimes true, or never true, right? So what is your answer going to be? Always true. But then the other part she wants you to do is with an explanation, a diagram, or a counterexample. So what did we do right here? I would say that this is like an explanation. Okay? It's saying if this is this, then this is this. So it's kind of like a explanation. Okay? Okay, did you copy this part down? Like this part right here, if A equals that. Did you put if? And then the word then, because this is important. So if, and then put the word then, because that's the explanation. All right, so we did one of them, right? Next one, pick one. Okay, so that's C, so that's number 2, right? Okay, so if A, B are negative numbers, so what do you want A to be? Is negative what? 6. Okay, and B has to be a negative number too, so what do you want B to be? B is negative. Okay, so then it says, then A minus B is a positive number, right? So let's see. A, which is negative 6, minus B, so minus 14, which is the same thing as negative 6 plus 14. That gives you what? No, it's a minus minus. There's a minus right here. Do you see that? There's 1 negative and a 2 negative and a 3 negative. There's 3 negatives there. No, negative 6 plus 14 is not 19. 8. Do you see the double negative right here? Eight, right? Positive. So this one is true, correct? But is always true. So let's try again. Let's say, for example, if A equals, this one you put negative 6, let's try negative 6 again. But we're going to have B be smaller than 14, okay? Or smaller than negative 6. Let's try negative 1. You see how I changed that a little bit? Then negative 6 minus 1, what would that be? Not true, right? So this one is which one? What do you think the number 2 is going to be? Yeah. And did you write all this down? Okay, good, because she's gonna expect you to have an explanation for that.
If A is a negative number and B is a positive number,
Okay, so 3E. If A is a negative number, so let's put if A equals, you pick a negative number, okay, -3, and B is a positive number. What number do you want to go ahead and have? 7. Okay, notice that B is bigger than A, right? We might have to change that a little bit, like put a bigger number on A and a smaller number on B, okay? Like -7 and positives, right? Then it's say A minus B equals a positive number, right? Let's test that out. So -3 minus +7, is that a positive number? Not true, right? But let's try a different one. If A is, what would you want to do for this one? Try that out. Remember how I told you to switch the number? Oh, that's funny. Lolo can say the emojis. She never does that. Yeah.
does he always?
No.
The only thing she says mostly
I know she does. Did you see Emma's pictures for look. Isn't she cute?
Oh,
Yeah. Isn't she cute?
yeah. Okay. Okay, yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, so what did you put for A? I just reversed it. Do you see that? Okay. Then A minus B is a negative, still a negative 11, right? So still not true. So then what's your answer going to be? Not true. Or it's never true, right? Because it's not true. It's not true on both situations, right? So what would it be? Never true. Okay. All right, let's pick another one. Which one do you want to pick? G. G? Okay, so that's the fourth one. Read it, please.
A and B are both negative numbers. A plus B is
What do you want A to be?
equal to 5.
Okay.
B is equal to 3.
Okay. Now you fill in the rest. Go ahead. Oh, look how cute she looks. She was a baby. See this? Isn't she cute?
No, this is a never true. I'd say it's a never true.
It is a never true. Yeah. So never true. Okay. Next one.
If
You want to pick a different one, or do you want to do something else?
A is greater than
Uh-huh.
negative A.
Okay, that's a 5, right? So 5I. All right. So let's say if A is equal to what? What do you want to be? A has to be bigger than B, right? So what would you like A to be? So then what does B have to be?
Oh wait, no, it's
No. Start with A and B. Just A and B.
oh,
So is A bigger than B? Is A greater than B? No, I'm saying is A greater than B right now? Is 6 bigger? 6 is bigger than 4, right? But then they do this part right here. Negative A is greater than negative B. So let's put a negative 6 is greater than negative 4. Is that true? That's false, right?
Yeah.
But let's try a different one. Maybe we should change the numbers a little bit, right? And you say if A is, what do you do?
If I flip it,
Okay, let's try a different one. If okay, A has to be bigger than B, right? Let's put some negative numbers to it. These are all positive numbers. Do you see that? Let's try if A is gonna be negative, let's say 4. What does B have to be if A has to be bigger?
5.
I want this to be a negative.
Oh,
Negative what?
2.
That's good, because nope, can't be 2. A has to be bigger. That has to be bigger. Perfect. Okay, now plug it in. See if it's true or not.
It's positive. It's not true.
Okay, so negative A is a positive 4 is greater than 5. That's false, right? Okay, but then I'm thinking, okay, what if I try something else? Like, let's say I did a all positive, all negative. What if I did a positive and a negative? Let's try that one. How about that? Okay. So let's say if A is a negative 1, we'll have to be B. A has to be bigger than B. Actually, you know what? It's not gonna work that way because if it's gonna be negative 1, that has to be bigger. So that has to be like negative 2, or I mean, you can't do anything else, right? If I do another negative 3, negative 4, negative 5, it will be just like this example right here, right? So let's say if A is 0, right? And B is negative 1, right? Plug it in. Negative A is greater than negative B, true or false? That's false, right? So far, no good. Let's try another scenario. What if let's say A is equal to 1 or 2. B equals negative 1. Still true, right? But one's positive, one's negative. Is this going to be true? That will be true. Do you see that? A2 is greater than, or I'm sorry, hold on. I switched this up. Negative 2 is greater than positive 1. That's false too, right? I think this is always going to be false. I don't think there's any way that's always going to be, or never true. Let's see. Let's see. What if A was 6? Yeah, it's not. It's never true. All right, let's try a different one.
A would be
Because okay, do you really want to pick that one? Because now you have 3 letters. I'm just saying. Okay, pick something that maybe doesn't have 3 letters.
is plus here. And
Uh-huh.
A minus B is 0.
Okay, now you try that one on your own. You create the numbers, find all the scenarios. This is your 5th one, right? Or 6th one. 6. Okay. And tell me what you get to. Okay, I'm gonna go to bed soon. So
This is sometimes true.
okay, when is it true?
It's true when there is a greater negative number.
Okay. This 6 minus plus 4. So that's false. Or that's true. I'm sorry, that's true, right? So that's true. Okay.
If I use 2 positive numbers.
Okay, so then if A is 2 and then B is 3, right? then A minus 3 is, it's still true so far, right? Do you see that?
I'm saying if A is like a greater number than B, then
But A can be a greater number than B. A has to be smaller than B. Right here. B is always bigger. Do you see that? You don't change, you can't change that, but we can change the positive and negatives. Like switch the positive negatives. If A is a -1 and B has to be bigger, so B is 0, let's say for example, right? That's another variation, right? Because now I have a negative and a positive number, right? Then -1 minus -0 is -1 minus 0, which is a -1. And this is still true. So I think this is going to be always true. I think it's going to be always true. All right, so I'm going to have you finish this up tomorrow. Pick 2 more, because you, or 1 more or 2 more, pick 2 more, okay? Do you need any more? No, like tomorrow. We're done today. You need to go to bed.